everyone, it's Shay from Pugcandystudios, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make these really fun DIY doll unicorn French macaroons, or macarons. Before we start this video, I wanted to mention this is a collab with my good friend AG Flower Crown here on AGTube and on Instagram. So right after you're done watching this video, you can go watch hers because she is making a DIY no-sew crop top for your American Girl doll. So make sure you go check hers out. I'll have the link in the description. So now let's get started with the video and the materials. So the first material you're going to need is some white clay. I just got this one from Walmart for 97 cents. Some blue clay. Some pink clay. Some green clay. Some yellow clay. Some purple clay. Some translucent Sculpey. If you don't have this, you can just glue the pieces together later after they're baked. Some black and gold acrylic paint. Something to cut your clay with. I'm just using this clay blade. For the texture on the macaron, I'm just using this pointy tool. If you don't have a pointy tool, you can use some toothpicks. Any color of puffy paint you'd like to use so it can match your inside of your macaroon. Some rubbing alcohol. Some parchment paper. Also make sure you get the kind that is non-stick and oven safe because we are going to be cooking in the oven. You're also going to need some kind of pan. I just found this in my kitchen, but you just need a pan so you can have something to cook on. And last, some paper towels. So first you're going to need something to work on. Sorry, this is super dirty, but you just don't want to get your workspace dirty. Again, super sorry for the workspace, but first you're just going to want to take some white clay and you're just going to want to condition it. And if you don't know what that means, it just means you just want to make it easier to work with. So you're just going to go like this with your hands with the clay so it can be softer and easier to work with. So next you are just going to want to take a little piece and you're going to want to put the rest to the side. We'll need that later. But you just want to take your little ball of clay and roll it into a little ball like this. And you're just going to want to start to flatten the little white ball of clay so it kind of looks like a tiny hockey puck. So after you're done flattening it to your liking, it should just look something like this. So after you are done with the first one, you just want to make another little hockey puck, I guess we're going to say they're called, after that, and they should just look like this. Again, my nails, they look gross because there's clay under them. So the next thing we need to do is make the texturing, or the little feet as they're called on the macarons. So what you want to do is take a little bit of clay and you just want to start rolling it into a thin snake like so. The little thin snake should just look something like this when you're done. It's just going to be pretty thin because it is going to be the feet for the macaron. So after you're done making your little snake, you just want to take it and put it around the macaroon like so. Sorry, at first I was having some technical difficulties, but I finally got it. As you can see, it just needs to go on the bottom little edges of your macaroon so these can be the feet. So after you're done wrapping your little snake around, you're just going to take your blade or whatever you're cutting with and cut off the little snake. And then you just want to start pushing the snake and the macaroon cookie together, so it should look something like this. So after you're done with your first cookie, just do the exact same thing to make the second cookie look exactly the same. So next, what you're going to want to do to your cookies is grab your rubbing alcohol and your paper towel and just put a little bit on the paper towel. Now we're doing this because it takes all the fingerprints off and gets all the dirt off. Now I do suggest you let them dry before you bake them. But what we're going to do is take one of our French macaron cookies and we're just going to wipe the top off so it gets all the fingerprints off and all the dirt off. And make sure you do this to your other cookie as well. So now we are just going to texture our French macaron, and what I'm going to do is take my little pointy tool, or you can use your toothpick, and you're just going to want to make little tiny circles back and forth like this so it can look like it's been textured on our little snake. So now your cookie should just look like this. Make sure you texture your other cookie as well. So now let's make the horn. So what you're going to do is take a little ball of your white clay and you're just going to start rolling the little ball of white clay in between your two fingers so it can get pointy and start to look like a horn. You can make your horn as skinny or as thick as you would like it, and just make it look the way you would like it because this is going to be your horn. So now let's start to texture our horn. So you just want to take your toothpick and start putting diagonal lines starting from the top and going to the bottom. Sorry, you can't see it very good, but it should just look like this so it looks like the horn has a spiral effect. So now let's make our little ears for our unicorn. So what you're going to want to do is take a little ball and split it into two evenly portions like this, and you're just going to want to roll the little piece into a ball and flatten it with your hands like this so it's a flat little circle. Next, what you're going to want to do is take your fingers and start pinching it at the top like this so it can start to look like a little ear like this, and you can make it as thin or as thick as or as big as you would like it. So now you should have one horn and two little ears that look exactly like this. So now that we have all our little pieces made, let's make the mane or the hair for our unicorn. So you're just going to take one of each color and roll it into a thin snake just so you can put all your colors together, and I'll show you what to do next, but you just want to do this with all of your colors and then put them together. I'm going to show you real quick. So after you're done rolling all your colors into thin little snakes, it should look something like this. You can put them in any color combination you want. I just did pink, green, blue, purple, and yellow. So this is going to be our mane. And of course it's not going to be very long, but I'll show you in the next clip. So real quick before we do the mane or the hair, we just want to glue the cookie pieces together first. So you just want to take one of your halves, which will be the bottom, and you want to take whatever color you're going to use for your middle part and make a little ball. So roll your little filling part into a ball and start flattening it as big as your macaroon is. And make sure it fits before you glue it on because this is going to be permanent. So get your translucent Sculpey and you just want to put a little bit in the middle so it can stick when we bake it. So put a little dollop of your translucent Sculpey on your little cookie half and put your filling right on top. And squish it together so it can stick when we bake it. Next, you just want to take your top half and put a little bit of Sculpey on it like this. Now just put your half on top and squish it together so when it bakes it can stay together. So it should look something like this. Next, you want to take your mane and cut a little bit off like this because you're not going to need too much. You just want to twist your colors together like this, like it's taffy, and what you're going to want to do is twist the little bottom or curl it up so it can look like the unicorn's hair is like curled and super cute. So next what you want to do is take your little hair piece and measure it, or just put it, think of where you'd like to put it on your macaroon. So next what you're going to want to do is put your cookie to the side and take your blade and cut it down because it really doesn't need to be that long. So you just want to take this piece and get rid of it for now. And you just want to get it, your little hair piece, and get your translucent Sculpey, and you want to get a little bit and put it on the hair. Now you just want to put your little hair piece after you've glued it and put it on top of your cookie, so it should look something like this. Next we want to take our little horn and get our translucent Sculpey, and we're going to glue the horn onto the hair piece. So let's just put a little bit of glue or the translucent Sculpey on and place it right on top of our hair piece. So now just take one of your ears and get your translucent Sculpey and put a little bit of the translucent Sculpey at the end of the ear like so. And get your cookie and put your ear at the top of your little cookie so it can look like your unicorn has ears. Make sure to put the other ear on the cookie, and your cookie should look like this. So now let's get ready to bake it. So now get your pan and get some parchment paper and put the parchment paper on the pan. You don't really need a lot, and you just want to put your French macaron on it. So now you just want to go to your kitchen and turn on your oven at 200 degrees, and you just want to cook your macaroon in your oven at 200 degrees for 12 minutes. And while you're waiting for your macaroons, make sure to have a dance break because honey, you worked hard. Always don't forget to have fun. So after your macaron is done cooking, make sure to be careful because it is hot. There's my cat over there, but dang, there's a lot of stuff in my freezer. But anyways, just make sure to quickly put it in there because you don't want to burn your hands, and let it sit for 5 minutes. So I just took it out of the freezer and it should just look like this. It's all hard, and now we are ready to paint. I forgot to say that you are going to need a paintbrush for this because we're going to paint the horn, but yeah. Now you just want to take your paints and start putting them on this paper towel. So first, let's get some of our gold paint and let's start painting the horn. So next, we are just going to take our toothpick and dip it in our black paint, and what we're going to be doing is making the eyes and the nostrils for the nose. So you just want to put it at the top right here, and it should just look like a little eye. Now I know the other eye, this eye, turned out a little wonky, but hey, it's okay. And then you just want to do the little nostrils under his mane. So the last thing we're going to do to our little unicorn is get some of our puffy paint and on our toothpick, and we're just going to put it on his or her little ears like this and kind of make it go with the triangle like this. I just wanted mine to look like so. And I wanted to say also, if you do not have the translucent Sculpey, you can always just bake all your pieces in advance and then glue them together with whatever glue you have. So now your unicorn should just look like this. I love the way how it turned out and everything. So yeah. So that is the end of the tutorial. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to become an official Pugtato. So tell me what you think about these DIYs in the comments, because I'd love to hear how you like them. And sorry this video was so long, like geez, it's like a long time. But I will see you guys later. Bye! I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to become an official Pugtato to the Pugcandystudios family. And don't forget to click the little bell right next to the subscribe button to always be notified when there's a new Pugcandystudios video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!